Okay, now we're ready for the middle accent layer of the boutique style bow. And this is my smaller one. I think it's, what, how wide is it? I think it's like 3/8 inch ribbon, something like that. It's a smaller one. I have 18 inches cut of this. What I'm going to do is heat seal the ends. Then I'm going to fold it in half and mark the center. I'm going to mark this with a pin. You can see the center. Then I'm going to fold each side in and mark the center there also. Okay. Now I'm going to place my finger on my furthest mark and rotate it up in a loop like an awareness ribbon. And I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue and actually glue it right on top of the other center mark. It's going to look like this. I'm going to do that again for this side. I'm going to loop it up. Another dab of hot glue and glue it right slightly overlapping the other one. And that hot glue, you'll have strings, but it'll look like that. I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom sides, looping them up and around and slightly overlapping them. You may have to move it a little bit just to make sure that all the edges are even. A dab of hot glue and stick this down here. I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Just make sure that all your loops are going in the same direction. And when all sides are glued down, it'll look like that. Really simple once you do it, as long as you have all your centers marked. And this would be the middle layer bow. Now I'm going to work on the top layer, which is, it's essentially just a bow exactly like the bottom boutique bow. It is 15 inches, so it's going to be relatively smaller. I'm going to heat seal my ends. And fold it in half and mark the middle. Now with the middle marked, I'm going to curve one side around to replicate the awareness ribbon and do the other side the same way, just opposite. Again. Then while holding the center in place, I'm going to take the center of this side, move it to the middle and hold it. Take the center of this side and move it to the middle and hold it. Since this one's smaller, I'm going to use a pin. Stick it just backing up through there. You may just be able to hold it with your fingers. I'm just not good at that. Stick my pin to hold it in place while I get my needle and thread ready. And I need some more thread, so I'm not going to make you once again. Same as last time, I have my needle and thread with my knot tied in the end. And with my bow, I'm going to hold it firm and start from one end and just weave the needle up and back through and loosely stitch it up the center. Now once it's sewn all the way through, you pull it again to scrunch the ribbon up. And this is some really thick ribbon I'm working with today. I don't know if I've ever had ribbon this thick before. It's not going to scrunch for me. Maybe the paint on the outside. Well, if you have ribbon that doesn't want to scrunch, you can always do the accordion fold, which is essentially folding it in the half, kind of in the half in the middle, and then back on each side. And then, just like before, I'm going to wrap thread around a couple times to hold. Put it up through and tie it off again. Cut my excess off. And then they need to be fluffed just a little bit. And you have the center bow.